it going? So, I hope you guys can hear me well in my microphone. I just raised the volume, so hopefully it won't bring up the any background noise with it. But as long as you guys can hear me, I think it's cool. So yeah, let's get into it. So pretty much, I'll teach you how you can like control the web, so it gives you like the perks that you want to buy instead of just random perks. Now I can't really show you footage of this actually happening because it would take like much more than 2 webs for me to record, and that would be kind of, you know, it'd be kind of weird to do it, but I'll just explain you. It's really easy to understand. So let me take a killer that I don't have level up as example. So Myers, this is how, oh, he has no first either. So pretty much how the web works, it as after you get, I think it's level 15, it will start giving you like see, like I'm low level, it gives you only 1 perk, and then after you level up to a certain point, I think it's level 15, it will start giving you, or 20, maybe 25, it will start giving you 2 perks on the same web, just like you see here on my nurse. That's level 50. It'll start giving you 2 perks. Now, when it gets to this point where it gets 2 perks is where it's best to get what you want, to force her to the web to give you what you want. This is the best time, is when you have two slots of perks every web instead of just 1. But how it works, you see, like there's a certain number of purple perks that I have, and the color stands for the rarity of the perk. So very rare is purple, rare is green, and yellow is the uncommon, which is the worst one you can get, the less rare. So pretty much once you start buying the web from the start, like from level 1, you'll be getting, you know, a few perks one by one, and then once you get to but even then you should start already trying to control it to give you what you want. Now to do this, pretty much like again, you see there's like a certain number, so like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. In this case I have 12 purples, so she's pretty much maxed out on everything, but there's a certain limit. You see here the web is giving me Insidious, which is a purple one, and it's also giving me the rare, which is a green. Now this is mostly because she's already level up, but what you need to know is that the web will always give you, well, or at least try to give you, there's like a certain threshold where you will stop giving you a certain rarity of perks. So for example, if you have like too many, for example, let's say you have like 10 or 12 green perks, it's always like in relation to the rest. So if you have like 12 greens and you have like 1 yellow or 2 purple, then the web is gonna notice that, and it's gonna try to give you a purple or a yellow one, because that's, you know, the rarity that you have the least in your inventory. So this is like what you gotta get in mind. The more you buy of the same rarity, the less there's gonna be a certain threshold, the less chance you have to get of that same rarity again, you know. So you can use that to your favor by, so if you want, let's say if you want to get a perk that's yellow, the tier 1 is yellow, what you would want to do is buy perks that are green and also perks that are purple as much as you can. And this will force the web to give you a yellow perk, because it will notice that you have too many of the other rarities, and it's gonna say, okay, so let me give him something that's yellow. And the same thing goes for all the others. If you want just purple, if you want a certain purple perk, so it's good to know the levels. For example, Monitor and Abuse, tier 1 is yellow, tier 2 is green, and tier 3 is purple. So if you would want to get, of course you need to start level 1 at tier 1 when you're buying the perk. So just keep that in mind. Just don't go in your head like think, oh, I'm gonna get Monitor and Abuse, which is purple, and then you buy the other ones thinking it's gonna give you monitor. It won't, because tier 1 is yellow, so you should focus on buying green and purple so you can get yellow tier 1 of monitor, and then you start buying the other ones so you give you green, which is monitor tier 2, and from then you start buying green and yellow so it will give you a purple tier 3 monitor. Now this is not guaranteed, however it increases your chance, because like I say it's not guaranteed because you cannot control like which perks exactly gives you. That is random, but what you can control is the rarity of the perks that it gives you by doing what I just did. You buy too much of the other rarities, so it would force the web to give you the rarity that you have the least, or that you're not buying as often. And so let's just say I want to get a purple right here. So I want to get another purple that's not insidious. So what I would do is I would buy the green one, or if it was the yellow, I would buy the yellow, and just keep buying. And this is always going to be rotating, so the next web is going to give me another purple, which is not necessarily going to be insidious. There's a chance it would be the same, but there's also a chance that it won't. Mostly it's not. It's not that common that it keeps giving you the same perk over and over. So it pretty much keeps cycling purple perks here on the web. And if you're buying too much of the other ones, which is yellow and green, it's gonna get to a point where the game is gonna say like, okay, I need to give him a purple. So these two perks will become purple. So now you'll be getting 2 purple perks every web. So you're increasing the chance, because it, like I said, it's random. I can't control if it's gonna be insidious, monitor, or nurses. However, by controlling the rarity, you're increasing the chances like by a lot that it's going to give you what you want. Because like, for example, there's really not that many purple perks you can get, so it might take you maybe 2 or 3 webs and you're already gonna get what you want. I mean, I haven't seen like really more than 5. Sometimes it can take a lot, because like I said, it's not that guaranteed. It's a little random, because the game, but the game tries to vary. So from my experience, it varies a lot. It doesn't keep giving you the same perk over and over again. So let's just say I want nurses, so next time it might give me monitor and whispers. Oh, so yeah, so this brings me to the next point. What do you do if, let's say, I want a purple perk, and it does give me 2 options of purples, but it's not the purple I want? What you would do in that scenario is you buy the add-ons and don't buy the perks. Just buy the add-ons and let the web reset without you getting any of the 2 purple perks. They are not the ones you want. And what this will do is we'll reset the web again under the same circumstances, which would be giving you 2 purple perks, but this time it's going to be 2 different purples, so you have again more chance to get the perk that you're actually looking for. And again, if these 2 are not the ones you want, so buy the add-ons, let the web consume the entity, consume the perks, and then just keep cycling the webs, and you will see that it's gonna get a point. It's gonna give you the perk that you want, and that's when you buy that perk. So that's what you. And of course, most perks, they start at yellow. Not that many start on green, unless it's like NOED. I think whispers start on green as well. Make your choice. Some perks like that start at green, but most of them they start at yellow. Now another detail is that, and again, the same thing would apply to any other perk color that you want to get. Like if I wanted to get another green here that's not Hangsman Trick, I would buy Insidious, and just keep buying purples and yellows, so it would start giving me more green ones. And then again, it would come to a point, if it doesn't give you what you're looking for already before that point, it's gonna get to a point where it gives me 2 greens on the web. And then again, if any of these 2 are not the one you want, don't buy the perks, let the entity consume them, and just keep recycling the web. The green perks will also keep recycling. With 2 of them, you have more variety in less webs, and you eventually will get what you want. Now, just a little details that depending on what prestige you are, this will affect the web. Because if you're like, for example, my nurse is prestige 3, what you notice on prestige 3 is that you get a lot of purple like add-ons. You get a lot of green one, much more than you would if you were prestige 1. The perks, they also change a little bit, so you're gonna get a lot more purple and green perks than you would if you were not prestige, because prestige increases the rarity of the things you get in the web, so which is a good thing. So yeah, just keep that in mind. If you are prestige, it might be just a little bit harder for you to get the yellow ones, because it's gonna keep giving you the more rare ones more often than you would otherwise. But the same rules apply. Just buy the ones from the color that you're not looking for, so as much as you can, so it will start giving you from the color that you do want. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. And that's how you can control the perk, but you can force the rarity of the perk that you want to buy. And this works really well on if you're not prestige at all on the first level up, and maybe up to prestige 1 as well, because there's not this increase in rarity. Because like I said, most perks start at yellow. I think even barbecue maybe starts at yellow, so barbecue and chili. So it's somewhat a bit easier to get them if you're not prestige, but it works both ways, prestige or not. And yeah, guys, that's how the threshold, just to finish off. The threshold, I think it's about it depends, like obviously, because they're less purples than the other ones, but I noticed for the green ones the threshold is about 12, 10 or something like that. When you have that many like green ones in your inventory and you don't have anywhere near the same amount of the other ones, it's gonna start giving you the other ones and stop giving you green. The same thing goes for the yellow ones. The yellow ones is a little higher. I think it's up to 15, maybe also 12, 13, around that number. It's when you can count it out, it's when it will stop giving you the yellow ones. It's gonna start giving you the other ones like a lot more often on the webs. And yeah, guys, that's how you control the rarity of the perks. And by doing so, you can increase the chances by like a mile of getting the perk that you actually want.